Hey, my name is Samantha Brown, and today I'm going to take you through the process of creating my animation, The Final Battle. My first inspiration was to create a battle scene between two of my friends, Bobby and Will, based off of a video we made in high school.
You're a sick motherfucker. What do you mean? What do you want? What do you mean? What do I want? Me? All the you've said, everything you've done? What are you talking about? I don't even know you. Yes, you do. What? You're gonna forget about everything about us? What are you talking about, Aaron? You're a crazy person. Get away from me. I don't know you.
I was pretty set on this idea from the beginning, but I had to come up with two more. My second idea was an animation of the guard and the maid from my RPG game Escape Utica National, sweeping and talking on a walkie-talkie to put on the webpage for my game. My last idea was similar to my first with my friends Bobby and Will, but it would be a Street Fighter type pixel art animation where the characters take turns punching and kicking at each other. In order to make this project as difficult as possible for myself, I went with the first idea. I knew I wanted to take inspiration from anime-style fight scenes, so for my style frame, I decided to replicate the colors of the most iconic scene from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Even though my animation was going to be inspired by anime fight scenes, they're a little bit too dramatic for two skinny 19-year-olds fighting, so I decided to look elsewhere. I had a picture in my head of what I wanted it to look like, but while watching these videos, I was able to pick out specific moves that seemed to fit my friends' physical abilities. The sketches I created during my research then became a basic storyboard. The storyboard consisted of exactly what I wanted to happen in the total span of the animation, which I estimated was going to be about 20 seconds. I then went on a second quest for references of real hand-to-hand combat that fit what happens in the storyboard. During this process, I found about 5 different videos I could use to rotoscope the more difficult parts of the animation. I was then able to import my storyboard as frames and space them out with the timing that I wanted everything to happen. I then added frames in between these pinpoints to create my animatic. During process critique, I was told that some parts of my animatic, like the knockout scene, dragged on for too long, so I intended to shorten this in the final animation. At this point, the days of reckoning were upon me. It was time to finish all 360 frames. I don't know how I pulled it off, but I managed to get almost all of it done before our second process critique. During the second process critique, the biggest concern was that my animation wasn't colored yet, and it was close to being due, so I was told not to worry about this part. The final step was adding sound and music. I found finding music really difficult because I wanted something dramatic with a lot of elements to it, but a lot of free sounds are very basic. I ended up finding the perfect piece of music online on a paid subscription, but it was totally worth it in the end. Now, all that was left was the sound effects. I knew I wanted to make each impact have a dramatic sound, so I took punching noises off of free sound and made them quite loud, as well as wind for the background to give the illusion that they are fighting outside, whooshing noises for the slow, impactful movements, and running sounds for the sound effects when the animation loops at the beginning. Oof, lots of words. Well, anyways, here's how all of that came together in the end. I plan to add color and more sound in the future, so stay tuned for that.
あなたにとってはあなたにとっては